Bandeham Shri Guru Shiyata Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Scha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Ragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivishikam Vidam Scha Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnanachana Shalakya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gurva Bhistam Supurkam Gurganara Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipanam Shri Rupa Patanugam Govinda Abhidam Ujwalam Varatanam Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Bande Vishwagurun Shah Divyad Bhagavat Prem Noe Bija Pranam Devam Divyatanam Suchandavaranam Balarka Shilanshitam Sandrananda Puram Sadekavaranam Vairagya Vidyamburim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Bandetam Shubharam Mareka Sharanam Nyashishvara Sridharam Manchakopatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavinibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabharanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. This is Madhya-lila, Chapter 3, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's stay at the house of Adwaita Acharya. Text number 1. Nyasam vidayot pranayota goro brindavanam gantu mana brahmadya radhe brahman shantipurim ayitva lalasa bhaktar iha tam natosmi. Nyasam vidayot pranayota goro brindavanam gantu mana brahmadya radhe brahman shantipurim ayitva lalasa bhaktar ihatam natosmi. After accepting the sannyas order of life, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of intense love for Krishna, wanted to go to Vrindavan, but apparently by mistake he wandered in Radha Desh. Later he arrived at Shantipur and enjoyed himself there with his devotees. I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Adwaita Chandra Jaya Gaurabhakta Vrinda. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All glories to Sri Nityananda Prabhu. All glories to Sri Adwaita Acharya. And all glories to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, headed by Srivas Thakur. Chabishavat Sarasesha Jay Magamash Tarashukla Pake Prabhu Korila Shanyas. At the end of his 24th year, in the month of Magh, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the sannyas order during the waxing period of the month. Waxing period means after Amavasya, when the moon is getting bigger. So he accepted that during the time of Magh Shankranti, more or less in that time, the month of January, in Katwa. So this is really the beginning of the Madhya-lila. Everything else presented in the Adi-lila, that was just a very brief resume of, Krishnadas Kaviraj said that Vrindavan Das Thakur has already described all this. So I'm just describing in very brief. So chapters 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, he gave the whole Adi-lila. Now, we heard in chapter 1 of the Madhya-lila, there's a resume, a description of the Madhya-lila, everything that will be explained. And chapter 2 of Madhya-lila is the explanation of Mahaprabhu's last 12 years in Jagannath Puri. So that is explained in the second chapter of Madhya-lila, and we just heard that. That's the final lila of Mahaprabhu, his divine madness, when he's specifically tasting the three internal reasons for which he came, which is to know the glories of the love of Srimati Radharani, to know that sweetness in him that only she can taste fully, and to know the happiness that she experiences. So that is described in the second chapter. Now this third chapter of Madhya-lila, we're actually hearing the third chapter of Madhya-lila, we're actually hearing, this is where Krishnadas is really beginning to describe the Chaitanya Charitamrita, in the sense that the Adi-lila was a very, very quick explanation and description of his birth, his childhood and everything, but it all went very quickly, which is natural, nice. And then this Madhya-lila, it starts with Mahaprabhu taking sannyas. So after accepting the sannyas order of life, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, out of intense love for Krishna, wanted to go to Vrindavan, but apparently by mistake he wandered in Radhadesh. Later he arrived at Shantipur and enjoyed himself there with his devotees. I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is really the beginning, and this is when Mahaprabhu, after wandering in the Radhadesh, which it says here it's where the Ganges doesn't flow, but actually I think another description of Radhadesh would be on the western side of the Ganga in Bengal. And that's where Guru Maharaj and Govinda Maharaj, they appeared in that area. And Gurudev, Srila Govinda Maharaj and Bamanpar, and Guru Maharaj and Hapania, and they're both in that, you could say, that Bardwan district, which would be Radhadesh, which would be on the western side of the Ganga. But you know, the Ganges is there. It's not that the Ganges doesn't flow there, because when Mahaprabhu's wandering in that Radhadesh, he's gradually led there by Nityananda Prabhu to the Ganga. So the Ganga is flowing, but they're just on the western side. So anyway, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Adwaita Chandra, Jaya Gaurabhakta Vrinda. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All glories to Sri Nityananda Prabhu. All glories to Sri Adwaita Acharya. And all glories to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, headed by Srivas Thakur. Chabishabad Sarases, Jaya Magamash, Tarashukla Paki Prabhu, Korila Sannyas, at the end of his 24th year, in the month of Magh, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted the sannyas order during the waxing period of the moon. So we've described that. That's in January, more or less, month of Magh. And we always celebrate that. Mahaprabhu's acceptance of sannyas, we usually celebrate on the 13th of January, because this is something that's goes by the solar calendar. It doesn't go by the lunar calendar. So it's almost always the exact same time. The 13th of January, Mahaprabhu leaves Navadip and goes to Katwa. And the devotees in the Mat, starting on the 13th, for about 3 days, they're eating very simply. The vegetables are mixed with the dal when they're served to the devotees, and there's no special things. They're feeling separation from Mahaprabhu. And we're going to hear about Adwaita Acharya. That's when all the devotees come to Adwaita Acharya's house. Mother Sachi goes there. They see Mahaprabhu, and this is going to be like for the last time for some time that he's going away, and everyone is coming to see him and bid farewell to Mahaprabhu, and it's a very emotional time. But Mother Sachi comes, and then she asks Mahaprabhu to please don't go so far away as to Vrindavan. If you will go to Puri, we will always get news of you. And Mahaprabhu accepts that. So, Sannyas Kori Primabeshe Chalila Brindavan Radadeshe Tindin Korila Brahman After accepting the sannyas order, Mahaprabhu, out of intense love for Krishna, started for Vrindavan. However, he mistakenly wandered about in a trance continuously for 3 days in the tract of land known as Radha Desh. The word Radha Desh comes from the word Rashtra, or state. From Rashtra, the corrupted word Radha, has come. The part of Bengal on the western side of the Ganges is known as Radha Desh. Another name is Pondra Desh or Pendo Desh. The word Pendu is a corrupted form of the word Pondra. It appears that the capital of Rashtra Desh was situated in that part of Bengal. Ishloka Pariprabhu Bhavera Abeshe Brahmite Pavitra Koila Sab Radha Deshe. Passing through the tract of land known as Radha Desh, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recited the following verse in ecstasy. Now, this is, when I first took sannyas, this verse was given to us, and it's from the Srimad Bhagavatam. Etam sa astaya paratmanishtam. Etam sa astaya paratmanishtam. Adyashitam purvatamar mahadbi. Ham tarishyami durantaparam. Tamona mukundangre nisheva yaiva. As a Brahmin from Avanti Desh said, I shall cross over the insurmountable ocean of nescience by being firmly fixed in the service of the lotus feet of Krishna. This was approved by the previous acharyas who were fixed in firm devotion to the Lord, Paramatma, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In connection with this verse, which is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, acceptance says that of the 64 items required for rendering devotional service, acceptance of the symbolic marks of sannyas is a regulative principle. If one accepts the sannyas order, one's main business is to devote one's life completely to the service of Mukunda, Krishna. If one does not completely devote his mind and body to the service of the Lord, he does not actually become a sannyasi. It is not simply a matter of changing dress. In Bhagavad Gita it is also stated, Anashrita karma phalam karyam karma karoti ya sa sannyasi cha yogi cha. One who works devotedly for the satisfaction of Krishna is a sannyasi. The dress is not sannyas, but the attitude of service to Krishna is. Okay. Prabhu kohe saru e bikura bachan makunda sevana brata koila nirdaran. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu approved the purport of this verse on account of the determination of the mendicant devotee to engage in the service of Lord Mukunda. He gave his approval of this verse, indicating that it was very good. Paramatman Nishtamatra Veshadaran Mukunda Sevaya Hoy Samsarataran. The real purpose of accepting sannyas is to dedicate oneself to the service of Mukunda. By serving Mukunda, one can actually be liberated from the bondage of material existence. Sebe Shakoila Ebe Brindavana Giya Krishna Nishevana Kori Nibritte Basya. After accepting the sannyas order, Mahaprabhu decided to go to Vrindavan and engage himself wholly and solely in the service of Mukunda in a solitary place. Eta boli chale Prabhu premun mader china dikbiri gyanahi kibarastridina. Pardon me. Eta boli chale Prabhu premun mader china dikbirik gyanahi kibaratridin. As Mahaprabhu was en route to Vrindavan, all the ecstatic symptoms became manifest, and he did not know in which direction he was going, nor did he know whether it was day or night. Nityananda Charya Ratnam Kundan Tinjan Prabhu Pache Tine Korana Gaman. As Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went toward Vrindavan, Nityananda Prabhu Chandrasekhar and Prabhu Mukunda followed him. Okay. Jai Jai Prabhu deke se log, Premaveshe Haribole Khande Dukha Shok. When Mahaprabhu passed through Radhadesh, whoever saw him in ecstasy exclaimed, Hari, Hari. As they chanted this with the Lord, the unhappiness of material existence diminished. Gopa Balak Sab Prabhu ke Dekiya, Hari Hari Bole Dake Uchaya Koriya. All the cowherd boys who saw Mahaprabhu passing joined with him and began to shout loudly, Hari! Hari! Shunita Sabar Nikata Gelagora Hari Bo Bole Sabar Shire Astadori. When he heard all the cowherd boys also chanting Hari! Hari! Mahaprabhu was very pleased. He approached them and put his hands on their heads and said, Go on chanting like this. Haribo! Haribo! Tasabar stuti kore tomar bhagyavan kritarta korile more shunaya harinam. Mahaprabhu thus blessed them all, saying that they were all fortunate. In this way he praised them, and he felt very successful because they chanted the holy name of Lord Hari. When Mahaprabhu was passing the boys, cowherd boys, or when he's wandering, trying to go to Vrindavan, but he doesn't know the way, and he's wandering without any fixed path. All right, Gupdeta Sabake Ani Takura Nityananda Shikaila Sabakare Korea Prabandha. Calling all the boys in confidence and telling a reasonable story, Nityananda Prabhu instructed them as follows. Vrindavana Pata Prabhu Puchena Tomare Gangatira Pate Gangatira Pata Tabe Dukaya Tare. If Mahaprabhu asked you about the path to Vrindavan, please show him the path on the bank to the bank of the Ganges instead. Tabe Prabhu Puchilena Shuna Sishugan Kohadeki Kon Pate Jab Vrindavan Sishusab Gangatira Pata Dekaila Se Pate Veshe Prabhu Gamana Korila. When the cowherd boys were questioned by Mahaprabhu about the path to Vrindavan, the boys showed him the path on the bank of the Ganges, and the Lord went that way in ecstasy. Acharya Ratnare Kohe Nityananda Gosai Shigraja Tumi Adwaita Acharya. As the Lord proceeded along the bank of the Ganges, Sri Nityananda Prabhu asked Acharya Ratna Chandrasekhar Acharya to go immediately to the house of Adwaita Acharya. Prabhu loye jab ami tahara mandire sabadane rohen jena noka loyatire. Sri Nityananda Prabhu told him, I shall take Mahaprabhu to the bank of the Ganges at Shantipur, and Adwaita Acharya should carefully stay there on shore with a boat. So Adwaita Acharya should be near the bank of the Ganges waiting with the boat to take Mahaprabhu to Shantipur. So he's got this plan. If they worked it out with the cowherd boys, if Mahaprabhu asked them the way to Vrindavan, point them towards the Ganga, and have Adwaita Acharya Prabhu waiting at the Ganga with a boat. All right. Tabe Navadipe Tumi Korea Gaman Sachi Shuna Loya Sachi Saha Loya Aishat Sabhaktagan. After that, Nityananda Prabhu continued, I shall go to Adwaita Acharya's house, and you should go to Navadip and return with Mother Sachi and all the other devotees. So this is the other part. Have Adwaita waiting at the Ganges, and we'll take him to Adwaita Acharya's house, and also go to go to Navadip and return with Mother Sachi and all the other devotees. So go there and get them and bring them to Adwaita Acharya's house. Taripataya Nityananda Mahashai Mahaprabhur Age Ashi Dila Parichai. After seeing Acharya Ratna on the bank of after sending Acharya Ratna to the house of Adwaita Acharya, Sri Nityananda Prabhu went before Mahaprabhu and gave notice of his coming. Prabhu kohe Sripad tomar kotake gaman, Sripad kohe tomara sange ja Brindavan. Mahaprabhu was in ecstasy, and he asked where Nityananda Prabhu was going. Nityananda replied that he was going with him toward Vrindavan. Because Mahaprabhu says Sripad, which is the way of addressing a sannyasi. So Guru Maharaj and Govinda Maharaj, they've questioned whether actually Mahaprabhu was so absorbed in ecstasy, whether he could even really completely recognize Nityananda Prabhu. There's some divine madness in his wandering. So Nityananda, Mahaprabhu was in ecstasy, and he asked, let's see, Prabhu kohe Sripad tomar katake gaman, Sripad kohe tomar sange ja Brindavan. Mahaprabhu was in ecstasy, and he asked where Nityananda Prabhu was going. Nityananda replied that he was going with him toward Vrindavan. Prabhu kohe katadure ache Brindavan, teho kohen kore Jamuna darshan. When the Lord asked Nityananda Prabhu how far it was to Vrindavan, Nityananda replied, just see, here's the river Jamuna. Etabole, but it's really the Ganga, but he tells him it's the Jamuna. Etabole anilatare Ganga sanidane, abeshe prabhura hoila, Gangaraye Jamuna gyane. Saying this, Nityananda Prabhu took Mahaprabhu near the Ganges, and the Lord, in his ecstasy, accepted the river Ganges as the river Jamuna. Aho bhagya Jamunare pailun durashan, etabole Jamunara korena staban. The Lord said, oh, what good fortune! Now I have seen the river Jamuna, thus thinking the Ganges to be the river Jamuna. Mahaprabhu began to offer prayers to it. Chidananda Banos Sada Nanda Shuno Para Prema Patri Dravya Brahmagatri Agahanam Lavitra Agahanam Lavitri Jagat Shema Datri Pavitri Kriyam Novapur Mitra Putri Chidananda Bano Sad Nanda Shuna Paraprema Patri Dravya Brahma Gatri Aganam Gat Lavitri Jagat Shemadatri Pavitri Kriyam Novapur Mitra Pratri. O river Jamuna, you are the blissful spiritual water that gives love to the son of Nanda Maharaj. You are the same as the water of the spiritual world, for you can vanquish all our offenses and the sinful reactions incurred in life. You are the creator of all auspicious things for the world. O daughter of the sun god, O daughter of the sun god, kindly purify us by your pious activities. This is from the Chaitanya Charitamrita Natika by Kavi Karnapur. O river Jamuna, you are the blissful spiritual water that gives love to the son of Nanda Maharaj. You are the same as the water of the spiritual world, for you can vanquish all our offenses and the sinful reactions incurred in life. You are the creator of all auspicious things for the world. O daughter of the sun god, kindly purify us by your pious activities. This verse is recorded in, as I said, Chaitanya Charitamrita Natik now. Eta bole namaskore koila ganga snan eka kopina nahi dvitiya paridan. After reciting this verse, Mahaprabhu offered obeisances and took his bath in the Ganges. At that time, he had on only one pair of underwear, for that there was no other garment, no second garment. Hinakali Acharya Gosai no Kate Chadinya Island Nutana Kawapin Bahirbasaloya. While Mahaprabhu was standing there without a second garment, Sri Adwaita Acharya arrived in a boat, bringing with him new underwear and also dhotis. Etc. Age Acharya Sai Rahita Namaskar Kori Acharya Deki Bole Prabhu Mane Samshaya Kori. When Adwaita Acharya arrived, he stood before the Lord and offered him obeisances. After seeing him, the Lord began to wonder about the entire situation. Tumita Acharya Gosai Eta Kane Aila Ami Brindavane Tumi Ke Mate Pataila. Pardon me. Tumita Acharya Gosai Eta Kane Aila Ami Brindavane Tumi Ke Mate Janila. Still in his ecstasy, the Lord asked Adwaita Acharya, "Why did you come here? How did you know that I was in Vrindavan?" Acharya Kohe Tumi Jahan Se Vrindavan Morabage Ganga Tire Tomara Agaman. Adwaita Acharya disclosed the whole things, telling Mahaprabhu, "Wherever you are, that is Vrindavan. Now it is my great fortune that you have come to the bank of the Ganges." Prabhu Kohe Nityananda Mare Vanshila Ganga Ke Aniya Mare Jamuna Kohila. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said, "Nityananda has cheated me. He has brought me to the bank of the Ganges and has told that told me that it was the Jamuna." Okay, so they're still in Bengal. Prabhu Kohe Nityananda Mare Banshila Ganga Ke Aniya More Jamuna Rohila. Mahaprabhu then said, "Nityananda has cheated me. He has brought me to the bank of the Ganges and told me that it was the Jamuna." Acharya Kohe Mityanahe Sripad Vachan Yamunare Gangas Tumi Korila Daman. When Mahaprabhu accused Nityananda of cheating him, Srila Adwaita Acharya said, "Whatever Nityananda Prabhu has told you is not false. You have indeed just now taken your bath in your river Jamuna." Let's see. Mahaprabhu accused Nityananda of cheating him. Srila Adwaita Acharya said, "Whatever Nityananda Prabhu has told you is not false. You have indeed just now taken your bath in the river Jamuna. Gangaya Jamuna Bahe Hoya Ekdar Paschame Jamuna Bahe Purve Gangadar." Adwaita Acharya then explained that at that spot the Jamuna and the Ganges flow together. On the western side was the Jamuna, and on the eastern side was the Ganges. So the water came into the Ganges near, near Prayag, I guess that is. The Ganges and the Jamuna mix at the confluence at Allahabad, Prayag. The Jamuna flows from the western side and the Ganges from the eastern, and they merge. Since Mahaprabhu bathed on the western side, he actually took his bath in the river Jamuna. So way up higher, further north, the Ganga and the Jamuna come together. And Mahaprabhu's on the western side of the river, and the Jamuna comes from the west and the Ganga comes from the east. So since Mahaprabhu entered the water from the western side, then it is considered that what Nityananda Prabhu had said was not false, because Mahaprabhu bathed on the western side, which was Ganga water from higher upstream. Okay. When Mahaprabhu accused Nityananda of cheating him, Sri Adwaita Acharya said, "Whatever Nityananda Prabhu has told you is not false. You have indeed just now taken your bath in the river Jamuna. Gangaya Jamuna Bahe Hoya Ekdan." Pardon me. Gangaya Jamuna Bahe Hoya Ekdar Paschime Jamuna Bahe Purve Gangas Dar. Adwaita Acharya then explained that at that spot the Ganges and Jamuna flow together. On the western side was the Jamuna, and on the eastern side was the Ganges. Okay. Paschimedare Brindavana Bahe Tahan Koile Snan Andhra Kopina Chadi Sushka Shara Paridan Paschimadare Jamuna Bahe Tahan Koile Snan Ardra Kopina Chadi Shushka Kori Paridan. Adwaita Acharya then suggested that since Mahaprabhu had taken his bath in the river Jamuna and his garments were now wet, the Lord should change his clothes for dry garments. Premaveshe Teen Din Acha Upavas Aje Moragari Bika Chala Moradbas. Premaveshe Teen Din Acha Upavas Aje Moragari Bika Chala Morabas. So Premaveshe Teen Din Ache Upavas Aje More Gare Bika Chala Morabas. Adwaita Acharya said, "You have been fasting and continuously for 3 days in your ecstasy of love for Krishna. I therefore invite you to my home, where you may kindly take your prasadam, take your alms. Come with me to my residence." So he's taking Mahaprabhu there. Mahaprabhu is getting prasadam, but here he's being invited by Adwaita Acharya. So he says, just very simple food will be offered there. But actually they've made a very big amount of prasadam. Ek murtiana mui karijachon pak shukaraka vyanjana koilun supra ara shak. Okay. Adwaita Prabhu continued, "At my house I have just cooked 1 palmful of rice. The vegetables are always very simple. There is no luxurious cooking, simply a little liquid vegetable and spinach." Okay. Etabole nokak chandaya nijagar para prakalana koila ananda antar etabolin nokaya chadaya nirag nijagar para prakalan koila ashra ananda bihar. Etabolino chadaya nila nijagar para prakalana koila ananda antar. Saying this, Srila Adwaita Acharya took the Lord into the boat and brought the Lord to his residence. Therefore, Adwaita Acharya was there. Adwaita Acharya washed the feet of the Lord and was consequently very happy with him. So he's taking Mahaprabhu to his residence, where he's going to have feasting and chanting and dancing with all the devotees. So saying this, Adwaita Acharya took the Lord into the house. saying this, Adwaita Acharya took the Lord into the boat and brought the Lord to his residence. There Adwaita Acharya washed the feet of the Lord and was consequently very happy within. Boom. Pratame Paka Korijachan Henana Acharyani. Okay. Pratame Pakori Jachan Acharjani Nidyavas Sanyas Korila. Okay. Pratame Pak Korijachan Acharyani Pratame Pak Korijachan Acharyani Vishnu Samarpana Koila Acharyapani. All the eatables were first cooked by the wife of Adwaita Acharya. Thus, Srila Adwaita Acharya personally offered everything to Lord Vishnu. This is the ideal householder's life. The household, the husband and wife live together, and the husband works very hard to secure paraphernalia for worshipping Lord Vishnu. The wife at home cooks a variety of food for Lord Vishnu, and the husband offers it to the deity. After that, arti is performed, and the prasadam is distributed amongst family members and guests. According to the Vedic principles, there must always be According to the Vedic principles, there must always be a guest in a householder's house. In my childhood, I have actually seen my father receive not less than 4 guests every day. And in those days, my father's According to the Vedic principles, there must always be a guest in a householder's house. In my childhood, I have actually seen my father receive not less than 4 guests every day. And in those days, my father's income was not very great. Nevertheless, there was no difficulty in offering prasadam to at least 4 guests every day. According to the Vedic principles, a householder before taking lunch should go outside and should very loudly should shout very loudly for people to take prasadam. If someone comes, the householder offers him prasadam, and if there is not so much left, he should offer his own portions to the guest. If no one responds to this, he should offer his own if no one responds to his call, the householder can accept his own lunch. Thus, the householder's life is a kind of austerity. Because of this, the householder's life is called Grihastha Ashram. Although a person may live with his wife and children happily in Krishna consciousness, Although a person may live with his wife and children happily in Krishna consciousness, he also observes the regulative principles followed in any temple. If there is no Krishna consciousness, the householder's abode is called a Grihamedi's house. Householders in Krishna consciousness are actually Grihasthas, householders in Krishna consciousness are actually grihasthas. That is, those living in the ashram with their families and children. Sri Adwaita Prabhu was an ideal grihastha, and his home was the ideal grihastha ashram. I'm going to stop here. I'm just feeling very tired. So I'll sing Hare Haraya. Tomorrow we'll continue. Okay, let's start singing Hare Haraya. Hare Haraya Nama Krishna Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama
Haraya Nama Krishna
Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinatha Maranaman Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Adwaita Acharya Janardan Seva Sari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Rupa Sanatan Bhakta Sri Jiva Gopala Bhadra Dasa Raghuna Echai Gosai Kori Charana Banda Jawaite Vignana Shamista Puran Echai Gosai Jarmui Charada Tasabha Padarenu Mora Panchagras Karir Charana Sevi Bhakta Janame Janame More Abhilash Echai Gosai Jabe Braje Koilabas Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majai Aman Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriyas Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Naratamudam Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bo Hari Bo Hari Bo Hari Bo
Nitai Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Nitai Gaura Hari Bo.
Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Joki Jai Jai Vishnupad Paramansa Paravajaka Charya Ashtadhara Sadasi Shiman Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Vishnupad Paramansa Paravajaka Charya Ashtadhara Sadasi Shiman Srila Bhakti Rakha Chira Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Sunanda Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai Jai Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Vishnupad Srila Sachidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai Jai Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai, Rupanakul Guru Bhargava ki jai, Namachar Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai, Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath, Shri Jiva Gopal Bhajan Das Raghunath, Shad Goswami Prabhu ki jai, Premsi Gaur Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Adwaita Acharya, Shivasadi, Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu ki jai, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur ki jai, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavad ki jai, Narottam Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu ki jai, Jayam Vishnupad Vishwavarena Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai, Jayam Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Shri Navadip Dham ki jai, Shri Mayapur ki jai, Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Saparshada Shri Mahaprabhu ki jai, Shri Kolavit ki jai, Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat ki jai, Soquel Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram ki jai, Ganga Devi ki jai, Tulasi Maharani ki jai, Bhakti Devi ki jai, Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Govardhan Shyam Kunda Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Jo ki jai, Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. All the assembled devotees ki jai, Gaur Premanande.
Bhakti Pavan Janardan Maharaj ki jai.